سلام چطورین خوبین Hi guys, how are you? What's up? I hope you're doing fine. I think it was time to start our video with speaking a bit Persian and not English. Let's go to our new session, third session together. I hope that you have already practiced what we have learned earlier in the previous session. Let's go. Okay, so this letter is called Dal. The name is Dal. The sound is D. D. Like Daru. Daru means medicine. One thing that you should remember is that the Farsi alphabet or Persian alphabet, they are connected together when we want to write a word. Okay? It's not like English that we write them separately, but in like most of the letters we connect them, and it's not like because it's cursive. No, it's not like it's not for the handwriting, but it's how we write them. And if you write them separately, it will be wrong. Okay. As you can see here, I have two appearances of how the letter dal or de should be written. The first one is how it is written separately, and the second one is how it is connected. In this example, daru, all the letters will be written separately, okay? Because it's how it should be, okay? After some time, you will learn how to connect the letters together, which one we should connect, which one it doesn't need to be connected. And yeah, after some time, it will be definitely easier for you. And it's all right if you're a bit confused by now. And this letter, Zal, the name is Zal, the sound is Z, like Zorrat, Zorrat. Okay. Do you hear how I pronounced Re sound? I don't say Zorat, Zorat. No, that's not correct. That's a bit, that sounds so strange and weird if you say like that. But you should put stress, you should emphasize on the letter Re, okay? Zorat, Zorat. That thing that I have put on the top of the Re sound, it's called tashdid in Farsi, which means that you um, pronounce that letter with more emphasis, okay? And also, you can see that I have put the signs of the vowels on the letters, like the O vowel, the A vowel, and we're going to learn them separately later. But I want you to know that we only write it when we are in the beginner level, okay? Like, for example, in our schools, when the kids are starting to learn how to write, they put all these signs like O, A, E, and so that they will be able to read it, okay? But after some time, um, they don't write it, okay? We don't write it when we want to. Like typically writing, like adults don't do that. But because you're a beginner, I write them for you, and that's all right because this sign will show you how to pronounce them, okay? Like in English, you can see the letter O or A. You can see the Finglish one, which is written in black letters, Zorrat, okay? I think it was better if I had written double R, but that's all right. So, yes, you can see that. You can see O and A, but in Farsi, um, most of the time, we don't see the vowels, but we should know how to pronounce that word. But we should know how to pronounce that word, okay? And you can only learn it by heart. There's no rule for that because if you have seen that word before, so you already know that, this word is zorat, okay? Even if you don't have any signs. on the top of it. Okay. Okay. The next letter is re. The name is re. The sound is r. Mhm. Like the word ruse. Ruse. It means they. Mhm. Ruse. See the differences between re and ze? Mhm. The ze one, it has one dot, but re doesn't have any dot. Ruse. The next one, the name is ze. The sound is z. Mhm. Like zan. Zan. It means woman. Okay, this one might be a bit tricky for you. The name is sin. The sound is s. S. Okay. As you can see, there are three different appearances for these letters. As we talk about this in the first session, it depends on the positioning of this letter in the word. Okay, what does that mean? It means if our word start with se sound, okay, then it will be the first one. Mhm. If it's in the middle, it will be the second one. And if our word ends with se sound, with sin, it will be the third one, okay? So the appearance of it can change. This is how we connect the letters together. Like this word is sieb. Sieb means apple. See how we connect the letters together? And see when the se sound, the letter se, has come at the first part of the word, okay? The appearance it will be changed. The next one is sheen. The name is sheen. The sound sh, like shab. Shab means night. Pay attention to that sign on the top of the sh sounds, okay? A small line you can see. This is a, a, like a in apple. So you should pronounce it shab, shab. The name is Sod. The sound is s. Yes. In Farsi, we have different letters that they sound the same. And why this has happened? Because some of these letters has come to Farsi alphabet from Arabic alphabets. So Arabs will pronounce them differently. Like they pronounce this one like as I think as so, like something like that. Okay. But in Farsi, we pronounce all the se sounds the same, all the z the same, the he is same. There is no difference between them. Only the dictation will be different. Okay, you will might have some challenges when you want to write the Farsi letters, because, for example, I tell you, okay, write down sabun as this in this example, and you might think, okay, so until now I have already learned three different set, and which one is the correct one? You should learn that by heart. I'm sorry, but there is no um, rules or anything that you can memorize to learn how to write them. Our kids have also difficulties with this one. And if you want to show you're really educated, so you should be able to recognize the difference. Like, okay, so this word, I should write them with this se, not the seen one, okay? But with the sad letter. And this is the part that will make writing Farsi a bit challenging, but sweet. And yeah, so sabun means soap. And again, you can see the different appearances, like the initial one, the middle, and the last one. The appearances will be affected by the position of the letter in the word. The name Zod, the sound Z. Yes, another Z here we have. And pay attention, this letter is only different from the last one with one dot. Okay? So the dots are important. They're not just for decorations. Okay? They will change the meaning and the sound, everything. And this word we have zaif. Zaif. It means weak. Zaif. The name ta, the sound t, like tala, my favorite word. It means gold. Tala. And also we have the word talai. It means gold as a color, okay? Or golden. Talai means golden or gold as a color, but tala is gold itself. And also, Tala is an old women's name, like it's a girl name. Like our grandma, yeah, some of our grandmas might have this name as Tala. The name is Za, the sound is Z. The word Zolm, it means cruelty, injustice. Okay, so this one is a bit tricky. The name is Ain, but the sound. Okay, so this letter doesn't have any specific sound itself, but it's somehow just make that vowel sound stronger. Okay, in Arabic is like this. Like we have a word aid. I don't know if I'm able to pronounce it in an Arabic way, but aid, something like that. You should pronounce it like really from the back of your throat, but in Farsi that's all right. We don't pronounce that way, and if you do that, so they will like look at you in a question way, like why are you pronouncing that way? So just pronounce it softly and easy. It will be like the like here this word is ali, ali. Okay, so you can see that the letter itself doesn't have any sound, but the a after it make it um like soundable. I don't know if we have this word soundable in English. Yes, so ali means excellent. Like for example, you want to say that's great, that's really great, you can say aliye, aliye. Mhm. Okay, and look at this one. This one looks the same as the last one, but it has one dot on the top of it. And it can be written in four different ways: the initial, the middle, and if it's connected, and if it's at the end, and if it's not connected and it's at the end. Okay, so the last two ones, it's written at the end of the sentence, at the end of the sorry at the end of the word, but one of them is when it is connected and the other one is when it's not connected. It will be written separately. Okay, here we have the word qam. Qam means sadness. Okay, so as our last slide, we are going to practice a conversation. Some part of it we have learned before, some part of it is new for you. I will start reading the whole conversation, then I will pause and we'll speak to each other in turn. Okay? Let's go. سلام. درود. حال شما چطوره؟ حال شما چطوره؟ عالی. شما چطور؟ شما چطور؟ من هم خوبم. من هم خوبم. ببخشید، اسم شما چیه؟ ببخشید، اسم شما چیه؟ من سارا هستم. من سارا هستم. شما؟ من نوید هستم. من نوید هستم. But if I want to read this conversation for you in the normal speed, it will be like this. سلام، درود. حال شما چطوره؟ عالی، شما چطور؟ منم خوبم. ببخشید، اسم شما چیه؟ من سارا هستم. شما؟ من نوید هستم. Thank you guys for watching this session. I want you to learn one Farsi word that you have learned, or if you want, you can also write more than one. I will love you more. Yes, we don't have any unconditional love here. All the loves here are conditional. I will love you the more if you will be able to speak and write in Farsi better. به امید دیدار.